welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lonzo with it. Down by 1. To Kyle Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Can't connect from in close. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Robert Covington at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. LBJ with it. To Ball. The pass set it all up.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron with it up top. Trailing by 4. He throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Simmons. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dario Saric trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. And he can't convert the free throw. Ball. Terrific vision. Easy path to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Ball with the basketball. The score 10-8. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. To James. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Shot by Simmons won't fall. Caldwell Pope to James. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. It's James controlling the offense.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Here's LeBron for two. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LeBron into the front court. They trail by 1. Knocked loose. Shot from the lane won't go. Won't go. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 4. Good start.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
James. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Ball brings the rock up court to James. Probing the defense. Takes stock of the floor to Kyle Kuzma. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. James clears the rebound. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. We're back with more after this. This is NBA Sunday on EA Sports. One quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops. But boy, was that fun to watch.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Count the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Los Angeles, they have it. Sizing up the defense. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Over to the right side. Screen coming. Here's James. Second effort. Takes it around the perimeter. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Robert Covington snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lays it up and in.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
James. It was right there to McConnell. Going to launch beyond the arc. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. LeBron into the front court. Right now, down 7. Robert Covington sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
LeBron James wants it. LeBron James. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. McConnell. Add 2 points to the board. It's James controlling the offense. To Beasley. Won't go. Count the buckets to 2.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Simmons. Slams it down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Entering the game for the Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
Everybody pick up.
Down the lane. The shot won't fall. To Simmons. Contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Sixers have the basketball. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
J.J. Redick. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Stevenson to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen.
Too slow. Give me the rock.
Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Long heave from three-quarters court. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. Thanks for joining us for the halftime.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Lonzo controls the offense.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Tons of contact. Throws it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Shot by Covington is no good.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys down 3. Curling inside. Got it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Embiid to Redick.
Shot.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Redick. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Ball to James. For 3. And it's Simmons to claim the rebound. To Redick. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
J.J. Redick at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 89%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Ball into the front court. His guys now down by a point. James to Ball. And finishes strong.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Embiid to McConnell. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Rondo into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nice pass to set things up.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Lakers at the controls right now. Joel Embiid swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
I got blocked. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
James into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Mike Scott with a piece. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 8.
Beasley. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Rondo with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The assist from number 21, Joel Embiid.
Lakers ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket inside.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Smith with the basketball. Leads 4. Joel Embiid. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Chance for LeBron James. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And scores. Strong take.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Here comes the screen. Here's LeBron for two. And strokes it.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
No good and no foul. Lonzo with it. The deficit is 6. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Ball with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Stevenson.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
James. Tough shot. He hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
James to Kyle Kuzma. To Ball. Kuzma. James trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. The follow won't go either. Covington to Embiid. Count the basket at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
JaVale McGee to Ball. Chance here for LeBron. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 8.
LeBron James. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Sixers control. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Add 2 points to the board.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
And 1. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys trail by 10. James. block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Tickets before the end of today's game, and you will receive an exclusive discount.
It's James. Not that time. He misses. To Covington. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. He struggled so far. Can't convert the free throw. The pass taken away by the Lakers. It's LeBron. Not that time. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put together a nice win here today. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Lakers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. The Lakers got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Philadelphia 76ers were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Philadelphia 76ers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
up in pen.